Welcome back to the channel. Well, as you can see, it's a little bit snowy today here in East Tennessee. It's the day after Christmas, and I've been wanting to do an update video on the 2002 Buick LeSabre. I've owned it for about a year and 2-3 weeks now. We still have not crossed over 50,000 miles on the odometer yet. Part of that is due to my foot injury. Hasn't been driven a lot lately. If that hadn't happened, it would definitely be over 50,000 by now, but still, it's a very, very low mileage car to be 20 years old. So let's take a look at it, see how it starts up, see how many actual miles we have, see what the interior looks like, and we'll talk about maintenance that I've had to do to it. That'll be a short conversation. And on a little side note here, I have graduated to a boot. I think I've mentioned that. But we're walking with the assistance of a walker now. Always a fun day. So let's see what the inside looks like. So I have cleaned it up a little bit here recently. There's still a little dust from the summer. But overall, pretty clean interior for a 20-year-old car. And when I mentioned the maintenance items, the little tweeters, you can see that one's hanging down. This one here is actually somewhere inside the door. I've had to do 3 of the window regulators on this car. Mainly because we tried to roll them down and they were frosted over and frozen. So the actual regulators were still fine, but especially when they're 20 years old, they don't do well with ice resistance. So obviously it's cold. It is currently 32 degrees outside. It's kind of warmed up from what we've had. But I do not doubt the car will start up just fine. Perfect. So now, let's see exactly how many miles we have. 49,200 to be exact. That's some great mileage for a 20-year-old vehicle. So, starts up, runs just fine, purrs like a kitten. It's got hot heat, ice cold air. It's probably the best air conditioning on any car I've ever had. After it's on for a few minutes, you can hear the air pump in the back for the air shocks. Those are still working just fine. As far as I know, those are factory original ones that it left the Buick factory with. So I've had to do 2 oil changes to the car. I've put new struts on it. The ones that were on it were okay, but it was a little bouncy. So I've done the front struts. That was easy. Still got the original springs. I just changed out the struts. And let's see, I think that's about it. Like I said, oil changes, new battery, we've already talked about that. I needed a new battery when I got it, new tires. Brake pads are still great. You know, common maintenance items, it does need new windshield wipers. Not that it needs them per se, but I'm a big fan of silicone wipers, and this one needs those. Also, turn the car off here. If you notice, we got the Buick in my truck. Avid viewers of the channel will notice that there's no Toyota Highlander here anymore. We have sold the Highlander with the used car market and the fact that we've got this car, we've got my truck. My wife has realized she likes driving the truck a lot more. For what we were paying and for what we could sell it for, it just made sense to go ahead and let that one go. And in a few years, probably 2, 3, maybe 4 years down the road, probably going to try to find a good used Toyota 4Runner. What do you think, buddy? You like the Buick?
Yeah.
It's a good car. And with still only 49,200 miles on it, we will have this car for a long time. Also, the car has earned a great name. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the video before. The original and previous owner of this car was named Betty. Had I not even known that, or if the lady had a different name, the car would have probably still been named Betty, because it's like an old person's car, and it's a blue, and it's a Buick. So, Betty the Blue Buick is only natural. So we call it Old Blue Betty, Betty the Buick, Old Blue, Old Betty. So it's a great car, very comfortable. strong, reliable V6 engine, good mileage, and I mean this is called America's Toyota Camry for a reason. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, because this is definitely not the last update you'll see on this car. Although I don't think we'll be talking about maintenance items a whole lot, other than your general stuff like brakes, oil changes, wipers, stuff like that. Any heavy duty maintenance on this shouldn't come for years down the road. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.